starting to bring your attention in toward your experience as you feel it through your body right now. So what's around you, what's in the space that you're in? Is it quiet? Is there distraction? Is there noise? Maybe you're aware of other people in the house with you, or maybe it's just silence that you notice. Taking your attention to your internal space, how do you feel physically today? Remember, we can spend a moment longer in the body and inquire into areas maybe that we don't need to have engaged. Is there any parts of your body in the shape that you can soften a bit more? Thinking of the bones of your pelvis and your hips and your thigh bones. And then every part of your feet and your lower legs that come into contact with the ground, being the anchor that draws you into this shape, into this space. And then everything up from your pelvis is lengthening. The belly softening. Relax the expression on your face. And swallow and release any tension in your throat. Relax your tongue, relax your mouth. Becoming aware of your breath, pranamaya kosha. See if you can allow your attention to sit upon your breath. And noticing any activity of your mind. Like a distracted child, gently encourage it back each and every time to your breath. Our group intention today will occur through moving themed around our hips, around our breath, around grounding. But I ask you to take a moment here, maybe to ask yourself what it is that you need. And amongst your experience, as you have checked in with yourself just now, amongst all of that, what is it that you need? Maybe as we spend a couple more moments sitting here in stillness, in reflection, I ask that you bring your attention to your hands and don't overthink it. That if you wish to invite wisdom, turn your palms up. If you wish to invite knowledge, let the palms face down. Returning to your breath. Let your attention draw back to your hands now, moving into your fingers. Bring your palms together. Bring them in front of your heart and bow toward that which is you. Let us come together. Take 3 arms. Deep breath in and out. Inhale, prepare. Okay, I invite you to outstretch your legs. I suggested it might be lying down, but I've changed my mind. So let's stay sitting. But take the legs wide, so coming into wide-legged straddle. You're walking your hands forward if that feels all right for you. Maybe the head can relax forward and down. Maybe the breath becomes a little bit more active now. You want to find a very gentle engagement of Ujjayi breathing, where we gently contract the base of the throat passage, creating subtle heat internally, and also allowing our mind to become focused and distracted by something. Focused and distracted, in one word, in one sentence. You know what I mean. Just a few more moments here. Is there a little bit more space for you to navigate? Then start to slowly lift up if you come into a fold. Excuse me, bring your hands underneath your knees and sit back slightly so that you can bring the legs together. And then let's come into child's pose to rebound. So bringing the knees together, sitting back onto your feet. It might feel nice to take your arms back by your side, or you can have them forward. It's entirely your choice. Just noticing any sensation within your legs, within your feet, within your hips. And then let's come into one more shape before we start to move. So it may be that you find a wide knee child's pose. Or you may set up from there and begin to come into frog. So frog is really a groin stretch. So from a tabletop position, bringing the feet together, but then slide one knee away. You can use your forearms to support you. And then think about bringing your hips back towards your feet. Find a place that you can connect with. This may really require you to use your breath. For the last few moments, can you close your eyes and bring your attention to your third eye center, the space behind your closed eyes. Keep coming back to that questioning, what do I need? Amongst all of the noise, whether that be external or internal, keep coming back to ask yourself, what does my heart need? Take a deep breath in for me here. Start to draw your weight back toward your feet. Take your time to release from this shape, and I'd like you to come into a rebound on your front, on your belly. If there's somewhere else that you would rather go, then that's okay. Then maybe you come to lie on your front, make a pillow for your head, let your feet relax, let your legs relax, relax your hips. Let yourself be still and bring your attention into any sensation. Noticing your breath here as you press the abdomen into the ground. See if you can take a full and expansive breath in so that your back begins to fill up and your back ribs begin to expand.
Take one more breath in that way. And then start to walk the feet together if they're not already. Reach your arms forward for me. And keep your head in between your arms so that your head is down. And then press into the tops of your feet, like you're pressing all of your toenails into your mat. And notice what changes in your legs. Keep your legs on the floor. Keep your feet down as you raise your arms up. Raise the head, raise the chest. And stay here for 5. 4, keep pressing into your feet as much as you can. 3, 2, and 1, lower. Take a pause. We can try with the legs at the same time. So raise your arms, your head, your chest, and then the feet, knees and thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, relax. One by one, slide your elbows toward your hips so the palms are facing down. Lifting up through your chest, that's it. Take your feet as wide as your yoga mat for me. And then if it feels comfortable, bend your knees and bring the heels of your feet together. Like a little fishtail. There's integrity through the front of the body. Allow the hands to press into the floor. And if you felt like you could, or you wanted to try it, you could even allow your chest to rise up. Straighten your arms. Smooth breath in. Keep pressing the heels of your feet together for me. Smooth breath out for 2. And 1, slowly elbows down. Hands together, elbows out. Relax the legs, relax the head down. Take a pause. And then when ready, coming back into child's pose, rounding your back, bringing the hips back, let the head relax down. And then keep the rounding in your spine as you come forward to a tabletop for me. Bring the weight into your hands. Bring the chin to the chest. You're looking back to your belly. And then as you look forward, begin to drop the chest in between the thumbs as you lower your hips and bend your arms lower all the way down. Keep the arms bent as you inhale, lift up. And then as you exhale, come back into child's pose, rounding your spine. Let that movement continue. You're moving through to cat. And then lower the hips and the chest, coming all the way down. Keep the hands under your shoulders. And then raising into cobra. And then back into child's. Another round if that feels good for you. Wonderful. Next time you come back into child's pose, take a pause. Finding your way into downward facing dog. So shifting your weight forward into your hands and then finding your feet. Let's take the weight into the left foot and turn the right leg up. Directly up behind you and keep your hips square for me. Bring the knee to your nose, but stay in down dog. So don't move your back, don't move your shoulders, just the movement coming from the right hip. And then turn your right knee out to the side. And then point your knee back, keep the knee bent, and then bring it to your chest. So we begin to circle into the hip whilst keeping the leg bent. Do another slowly. Knee to the chest. Turn the knee out, point the knee back, and then knee to chest. Got 2 more. If you're doing them like in hyper speed, you're just going to end up doing loads of them. So try and slow it down. So maybe we can just do 5 on each side. And then the next time the knee comes to your nose, move your shoulders forward with that. Keep the back round and then send the leg high. This time extend the leg up. Deep breath in. Knee to nose, shoulders forward, exhale. Inhale, leg rises. One more time, knee to nose. And then leg rises. Bring the foot to the floor and then we'll change. So same on the other side. Taking the left leg up, Bend the knee, bring it to the chest, and then turn the leg out. You got it? You got 5 repetitions in this way. That's it, really smooth action. The spine is staying still, the shoulders aren't moving too much. Yeah, you got it, yogis. Wonderful. And then when you're taking your 5, you take those little movements forward to plank. So the knee hugs into the belly as your shoulders move forward in space. Back into 3-legged dog, center the leg high, deep breath in. You've got 2 more like that. Exhale, hugging forward. Inhale to rise. The last one in. And last one back. And then place the foot to the floor. Rise onto the balls of your feet. Begin to bend your knees and look forward. Tiptoe your feet down the center of your mat, between your hands, slowly arriving in a forward fold. With soft knees, begin to slowly come up to stand. Let your arms dangle, let your head relax. Peel up through your spine. So nice. Deep breath in, arms all the way up. As you exhale, fold down all the way, hands to the floor. Relax your face. Can you keep your hands where they are as you look forward, half lift? If the answer is no, bring your hands onto your shins. Take a step back with your right foot and lower the right knee down. Your arms reach to the sky on your in-breath. Downwards facing on your out-breath. Now, as you step your left foot back, can you slide it back whilst keeping it straight? Can you try that? Into plank, shoulders forward, breathing in, let the back round. Bend your knees and hover them off the floor like you're coming into tabletop, but you don't touch the ground. And then press back into down dog, extend the legs. Try that again, forward into plank from your back, round through your shoulders. Bend your knees and hover them, and then press back through down dog, extend the legs. You got it, do that one more time. Breathe in. And breathe out, down dog. Take the right leg high, deep breath in. This time, knee to nose, exhale, stay in down dog. Let's bring the knee to the chest. Take the leg out to the side, all the way back and extend the leg. And then bend the knee to the chest. So we've got 5 repetitions like that. Out to the side, and then when you take it back, you straighten it. Knee to nose. Out. Back and straighten. Yeah, 2 more. That's it. Keep pressing into the heels of your hands. This is your last cycle on your right leg. Knee to nose, shoulders forward. Keep the back round. Hold the foot off the floor. 3-legged dog. Inhale. 2 more. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, let it rise. Exhale, knee to nose, then stay forward for 5. Keep pressing into the floor. 4. Keep rounding the back, the foot's lifted. 3, 2. After 1, we're going to step the foot forward. 1, place it in between your hands and lower the back knee down. Arms up, breathe in deeply. Exhale, hands down, step the left foot forward. Lift the hips and slide the left foot to meet the right forward fold. And then up to standing, arms up, deep breath. Hands to heart center, release. Second side, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands either side of your feet. Can you keep them there? Half lift, look forward. Left foot back, left knee down. Let your arms rise up. Make space in your side body. You got it. So as you step back to downwards facing dog, lower your hands, lift the back knee and then slide your right foot back. Keep it straight. Yes, yes, yes. Good. Well done. Okay, into plank from your back. Inhale, shoulders. Hover your knees, press your hips back. Downwards facing dog. 2 more. Inhale, plank. Exhale, bend knees and press back. Good. One more time. downward facing. Okay, send the left leg to the ceiling and then bring the knee to your nose. Send the knee out to the side, and then as you send it back, straighten your leg. 4 more, knee to nose. Take it out, back and straighten. 3. See if you can send your right heel to the floor even more. 2. Your last one. And then straighten the leg, knee to nose, shoulders forward, loaded plank. Inhale, 3-legged dog, left leg high. 2 more of those, breathe out. And breathe in. Last time forward, but you're gonna stay here for 5. You're high on the ball of the back foot for 4. And you're rounding your back as much as you can, thigh to belly. 2, look forward, place the foot between your hands. Well done, lower the back knee down and send your arms up. Woo, inhale. Forward fold. Exhale, top of mat. Rise to stand, arms above the head. Inhale, reach up. Hands to heart center. Breathe out, beautiful. Arms up, inhale. Keep pressing your palms together. And then fold all the way down, soften your knees. Halfway lift, can you keep your hands flat? And then right leg up, standing split. It's a transition. Take a big step back, bend your front knee, lower the right knee to the floor. This time, can you keep your hands flat on the floor for me, either side of your front foot? And then bring your attention into your left hip and just see what experience that creates for you. Okay, so really pressing into the hands, maybe there's a little bit more integrity, a little bit more sensation or experience in your left thigh. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. And then press into half splits here. Curl the hips back. Transition the weight back into your right knee and straighten your left leg. Toes curling to the face. At this stage, you can change your hand position if you want. Maybe they draw behind you and you feel that allows you to go somewhere else. Yeah, into your fold. Smooth breath in and out. Okay, start to transition back into your little lunge. So bend your front knee. Take your left elbow, let's come here, left elbow onto the left thigh. And then your back foot, can you spin it behind you? So you're gonna lift the back foot and spin it off your yoga mat. We're in a kneeling side angle. You can take your right arm up to the ceiling. If you wanted to explore, taking your left hand to the floor, bring it to the inside of your left foot and see how that feels for you. If it feels too much, bring the forearm back to your thigh. If the hand is down, can you press into the thigh bone so you're spinning it out? That's it. We're going to come up to kneeling. Take your arms out to the side. Okay, I have a challenge for you, yogis. We're going to try a balance here. So start to bring your left foot toward you. Bring it in toward the center line. You're going to take your first 2 fingers on your left hand toward your big toe. Aha. Maybe you can come into balance. Maybe you can straighten out the leg. If your knee allows you to, it's a bit of fun. I know, it's like, why is this so insanely hard? Woo! Yes, yes, yes. You all look beautiful. I love it. Okay, you're gonna release your foot and take it back to the floor. Let it turn to the side and let's take our arms out to the side. You got it? Beautiful, and then walk your hands forward. You're in a kneeling variation of tabletop, yeah? Weight in the left hand, right arm up. Peel your ribs and your shoulder back. And thread your arm underneath your left. Bring your shoulder down, look to your left side. The head can come onto the floor. Your left arm can reach up. It can even come behind your back into a bind. Just taking a pause. Just working a little bit on the shoulders, the upper body, and clearing a little bit of space. A final breath here. If you found unravel, left arm up, left hand down, right hand into the floor. Yeah, and then come back to your gate pose, up to a kneeling balance. Right hand to the top of your mat, left arm up. Kneeling side plank. Hover your left leg off the floor, engage the leg, and then left arm over your head, reach it to the back of your mat. That's it. And then we're going to bring the elbow toward the knee and hug everything into the center line and breathe out. And then inhale, expand, leg out, arm back, and then exhale, hug in. 2 more like that. Breathe in, reach, and breathe out to hug in. 1 more time, inhale, and exhale. Wonderful, wonderful. Bring the foot back to where it came from. And you're going to lift back up into gate pose. Frame your top leg. I know you don't know where is top anymore, but face me. Frame your left leg. You're going to spin your right foot back to where it came from. Transfer the weight into the feet, lift the hips, spin the back heel to the floor. We're in pyramid pose. Yes. Use your blocks if you need to elevate your upper body so that you can straighten your legs. Try and send the crease of your left hip back and the front of your right hip forward. You try that for me. Long breath in, make space in the upper body, and then fold it forward. Walk your hands back if you can, maybe to invite a different sensation in your front leg, maybe. Beautiful. Let's take another breath here. And then frame the front foot as you bend the knee. Take the weight into standing split. Right leg rises. Beautiful, guys. Okay, hands slightly forward. Bend the knees and bring the feet together. Well, bring the feet together, then bend the knees. Chair pose. Sink your hips down as you raise your arms up. Yes. Hands to heart center. We take a twist to the left. To the right elbow to the outer thigh and draw the belly in. I want you to think about your outer hips squeezing together. Can you think about that? So the muscle that's hugging on the outer hip bone moving into the center of your pelvis. Good. Come back to chair pose. Keep your knees bent. Inhale, arms up. Forward fold, hands down. Exhale. Take the weight into the right foot this time. Left leg rises, standing splits. A big step back with your left foot. Bring the left knee down. And take your hands either side of your foot, if you can. Press into the back knee and press into the back foot, like you're trying to drag your back foot forward, your back knee forward. So when we're working into the hips, we can tend to get carried away with flexibility. But in our hips especially, we need stability, okay? So it's important that we try and create strength here. Half splits, hips back. Let your front leg lengthen. If you want to turn your hands and face them to the back of your mat, you can. Relax your face down. Keep pressing the back of the right knee to the floor. And then slowly, let's transition back into the front foot. Right forearm on the thigh. Spin your left foot behind you. So you're in a kneeling side angle, left arm rises. Option, bring the right hand to the floor inside of your right foot. And then use that resistance between your thigh and your arm to spin your ribs open. Peel your left ribs and shoulder back as you reach your left arm up. Come up to gate pose, so kneeling. Yeah? Then we have our little balance here. So you're going to hop your right foot in towards you. You're going to try your best. Take a hold of your foot. First 2 fingers to the big toe. Maybe there's a little balance where you can take the leg out to the side. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. It's like, why is this so difficult? You got it? Okay, release the foot. Well done. Turn the toes to the side, arms out to the side. Deep breath in. And then walk your hands forward. You're in a tabletop shape. Good. Weight to your right hand and take your left arm up. Peel your ribs back. And then thread the arm underneath your right. Look to the right side. Lower the shoulder down if you can. Lower the face. Either stay here. Now your right foot is flat. So press into the outer edge of the foot. Maybe the right arm rises. Maybe you take it behind your back toward the left hip. If that feels good for you. If you go there and it doesn't feel good, come away from it.
Yes. A pause. So nice. Okay, if you bound, unravel in the same way, arm up, hand down, come back to your gate pose, and then take your arms out. Side plank, left hand to the floor, right arm rises. Now do me a favor here, send your tailbone toward your pubic bone, so your pelvis energizes. And then if you feel like you could, raise your leg and reach your arm over your ear. Keep that integrity in your pelvis. Yeah? Knee to elbow option, hug everything in. Expand on your breath in and draw together on your breath out. One more. And then reach and expand. Good. Bring the foot to the floor, come back up to kneeling. So your right leg is straight. Frame your right leg, spin on the heel and turn your left foot back behind you. I've turned around, so if I confuse you, don't worry. You're into triangle, pyramid. Come off the feet, off the knees. Back. Hip is moving forward. The front hip is moving back. Yeah, can you try that for me? Square the hips. Long breath in, make space in your upper body, and then fold into it. Maybe the hands walk back toward your back foot. Yes. Beautiful, guys. You're here for one more breath. Make it matter. Bend the front knee, look forward and walk into standing split. Raise the back leg. Wonderful. And then we join the feet, we bend the knees, we take chair pose. Send the arms up, sink your hips down towards your heels. Lower belly gently gathers in, hands to heart, you're twisting. You're twisting to the opposite side. The opposite side, yeah. Okay, so inner thighs working together, outer hips moving to your center. Can you feel that? Can you bring your attention to that particular specification for me? Outer hips moving in. So nice. Keep the knees bent as you take your arms up. Deep inhale, chair pose. Into your forward fold, take the hands down, lengthen out your legs, relax your face. Good. Half lift, prepare, look forward. Stepping or hopping back to plank. Let's take a pause in plank pose. The knees can be down for support. Yeah, pressing into the hands so the back is rounding here. The shoulder blades moving away from each other for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, chaturanga or lower your knees, chest and the chin. And then lifting into your back bend, deep breath in. Coming over the feet into your downward facing as you exhale. Okay, coming into three-legged dog, right leg rises, and the leg to the sky. And bend the knee as you raise the leg up. Begin to stack the right hip on top of your left hip. And then look to your hands and become very light on your right fingers. Now I want you to become super slow, slow motion with control here. Find your way into Wild Thing, like you're in slow motion. Take your time to let the leg journey all the way to the floor. Beautiful. So beautiful. And then let the back of your body engage. Your sitting bones, your gluteal muscles, lifting you into this back bend. Reach so far forward that your heart begins to open even more. Your ribs begin to expand. Look down towards your left hand for me. Can you come back slowly into three-legged dog? Can you try that? Place the hand to the floor. Yes. Take the leg to the sky. So nice. Knee to the left elbow. Move your shoulders forward. And then thread the leg through to your left. Pivot the back heel in. And take the weight into your right hand. Left arm rises up. Forward in triangle. Bring your attention to your back leg, your left leg. Squeeze the back of your left hip. The back of your left buttock. Can you squeeze and engage that for me?
Left hand to the floor, come onto the ball of the back foot, thread your right leg back to ceiling, inhale, three-legged. Knee to nose, bring the foot through between palms, and then back heel down as you straighten the legs. Pyramid pose, we return to pyramid. You're still with me, good. Come to your fingertips, yogis. Okay, we have options. We can have hands to waist, or we can take the hands behind the back and come into reverse prayer. Opposite elbow is also an option. Long breath in. Reach the roof of your mouth forward, and as you exhale, fold toward your front knee. Extend the roof of your mouth toward the floor, and then fold toward your front leg. Try that one more time. Extend on your inhale, and fold on your exhale. And then half lift, look forward, bend the knee, lift the back heel, warrior three. Keep your arms if you can, in whichever variation you have. Attention to the hips. Roll the head of the back hip toward the floor, your toes are pointing down. Squeeze the outside of your right hip in. Bending the front knee, bring the feet together. You still have your arms behind your back, and that's okay. Take your time to release them down and forward chair pose. Breathing in. Take your time, release your hands. Hands to heart center, we twist to the left. Right elbow to the outer thigh. Looking over the left shoulder, we have option to stay or lift the heels and come to sit down. We have option to stay here or come into a balance. Take the hands off to your left. Maybe you want to play with a little arm balance. Taking the weight into your elbows and moving your eyes forward so that you're journeying toward rather than dropping down. Yes. Good. Come back to your kneeling. Hands to the floor. Lift the hips, extend the legs, forward fold. Say hello to your hamstrings. Halfway lift, prepare, look forward. Stepping or hopping back to your plank. This time, yogis, let's come down to forearms. You're like, oh yes, I love forearm plank. Squeeze your outer hips in, send your heels back. Option, bring the knees down. We're here for 3, round the back. You can do this. 2, 1, high plank. Press into your hands and straighten your arms. Inhale. Lower exhale. Upwards facing dog. I know that's so mean. Exhale. Downwards facing dog. Okay. Send your left leg to the sky. Bend the knee and open the hip. Stack it and put on top of your right. Look to your hands and come onto the fingertips on your left hand. Super slow motion into wild thing. How slow can you go? Yes. I love that. And then once you find your place, engage the back of your body. Yeah, say hello to your butt cheeks. Good. Look to the right hand. Can slowly come back into your 3-legged. And then you're going to journey your knee to your right side for fallen triangle. Maybe that becomes one movement, or maybe there's a pause in between. Thread the leg through, you got it, right arm up, back heel to the floor. And then your back leg, behind you is your right leg. Can you press all of your toes onto the ground? And then squeeze the right butt cheek in toward the bone. You got this. Right hand down, look down. Left leg rises, send it to the sky. Knee to nose, bring the foot through. Pyramid pose, shorten the distance between your feet, back heel down. Come to your fingertips and make space, look forward, hands on your hips, prepare. Take reverse prayer if you have the room, if you have the dexterity, all right? Inhale, reach to the top of the head and fold on your exhale. Try not to bring the chin to your chest. I want you to try and keep the space between your chin and your sternum
as you're folding toward the leg. That's it. Think of sternum, chest bone to knee. Yes, what a difference that makes. And as you have your hands behind you, allow that to create space across your collarbones, even more. Beautiful. From here, you journey into warrior three. Bend the front knee, look forward, lift the back heel. Take your sweet time. Yes, the back leg energized. If anything needs to be bent, it can be your supported knee, but really try and straighten out your back leg. Kick through the heel, roll the head of the hip down. Beautiful. Look forward and bring the feet together, bend your knees. Yes. As you sit up, release your hands, keep your knees bent if you can. Inhale, chair pose. You got it, hands to heart. Exhale, you're gonna twist to the right or to the other side. Yeah, you are. Start to lift the heels and sink down to a little squat. Hands come off your yoga mat, preparing maybe for your side balance, your side crow. Shift your weight into your arms as you bend them like you're coming into chaturanga. You got it. There's got to be a bit of faith in there, right? You got to sprinkle that movement with a bit of faith. You've got to. And also a little bit of self-belief, a whole bag of self-belief. Beautiful. Come back to your kneeling position. Well done, yogis. Hands to floor, lift the hips up, forward fold. Okay, let's take the feet wide here. Hands under the feet. Give the wrist a little bit of a stretch. Keep the knees soft. Lift the chest and inhale. Pull on your hands with your feet. Exhale, fold into the space and bend your arms. Now you can move between those two movements or stay still. Wherever you feel is more appropriate. Some people like to lift up and down with breath, or you might just prefer to stay in your fold and think about excavating the belly as you exhale and moving deeper into your fold, moving deeper into the crease of the hips. Yeah. You got it. Okay. One by one, release your hands for me, yogis. Start to walk the feet together and take a deep inhale, look forward, keep the hands down. Stepping or hopping back to plank. Taking your chaturanga or bringing the knees down. Upwards facing your cobra. Downwards facing dog. Okay. Send the right leg to the sky for me. Keep your hips square this time. Broaden the foot. And look back towards your left ankle and relax the heel down. Keep pressing the chest back, pressing into the heels of your hands. You're here for 3, 4, and 5. Need to know, shoulders forward, look forward, step the foot between palms. Pivot the back heel to the floor, prepare for triangle pose. Option, hand to the ankle or to a block, or keep the hand on the floor if you have that kind of space to go there. All right, don't feel like you have to. Start to draw your left hand to the hip and then peel the left arm up toward the sky. And with doing so, peel your left ribs back. And as you peel your ribs back, can you bring the attention to the back of your skull and move that back in space? And then press into the outside edge of the back foot as much as anything else. Good. One more breath in. One more breath out. Let's look down and bend the front knee. Press into the front foot and rise into warrior 2. Taking the arms out to the side. As you straighten your front leg, take reverse triangle. Left arm down the back thigh, right arm up. Keep squeezing your gluteal muscles together. Back through center. Bending the front knee, side angle, right hand down. Left arm across the chest, reach it forward. Okay, from here we have options, yogis. Take the left hand to the floor, so you're looking down toward the mat. Can you take your left arm underneath your left knee, right? So thread it directly underneath. You're gonna bring your hand to the outside of your right foot.
so that maybe you can start to draw the weight back into your, you're going to sit your thigh onto your right arm for me. You're going to try. And as you try that, you may be able to lift your right foot. I'm trying my best to demonstrate here. And then if you sit back onto your thigh, you may be able to, with your left hand, take a hold of your right foot and begin to draw the leg forward. Think of it like a side plank, which it is. Even if all you achieve, you come through your side angle, take your arm underneath your right knee, that's it. The back foot stays flat, that's it. Start to sit back into your right hand and see if you can curl your front foot off the floor. And then take the foot with your opposite hand. That's it, that's it. And then think about sending the foot forward like you're trying to straighten your front leg. I know, it's insane. Well done, Jill. Well done. It's insane, but you've all done amazing. We somehow arrive back into this side angle pose like nothing ever happened. We all come back into this shape. I have faith in you. Okay, side angle pose. Take the left arm to the sky and look down. Let's travel the right hand forward and bring the weight into the right foot. Left leg rises, half moon pose. At this point, we're in a balance. And you can take any variation where you may wish to hover your right hand off the floor. You may prefer to reach back and take your left foot as you bend your leg that's in the air. Or maybe where you are is exactly where you need to be. Beautiful. Okay, take your time, both hands to the floor. Your leg's going to stay in the air, but roll the head of the hip down, square the hips for me. Yes. So we're in this standing balance here. Left leg rises. Then begin to turn the leg out again for me, like your toes are turning out to the side, the movement comes from the hip. And then turn the toes to the floor. And then maybe you can turn the toes to the right, so there's an internal rotation. And then turn the leg out, external. And then roll the leg in, internal. Can you turn the leg out and turn the leg in? One more time, out. I know. And in. Square the hips, bend your front knee and look forward. Left knee to chest as you come up to stand. Hold the shin with both of your hands. Fix your eyes and straighten your right leg fully, if you can. Hug the knee in towards your shoulder. Keep the leg where it is. If you can, reach your arms up. Keep gluing your knee to your shoulder like there's a magnet attached to your knee and your shoulder for 3. Foot's flexed. 2. And 1, place the foot down, just like that. Inhale, reach up through your fingers. Let's fold forward. Exhale. Half lift, prepare. Step or hop back, plank pose, move through your vinyasa. Chaturanga, or knees, chest and chin. Upwards facing, you're doing amazing. Downwards facing, always opportunity to pause here if you need to come somewhere that lets you do that, okay? Smooth breath in and smooth breath out. Good, 1 more breath in and 1 more breath out. In fact, let's walk the hands to the back of the mat. Let's come into a standing forward fold at the back. Yes. This time the first 2 fingers to the big toes. Any other variation can also be taken here. Feet a little bit wider, so there's a solid base underneath your hips. First 2 fingers underneath the big toe, take the elbows wide. Long breath in, the chest rises. Long breath out, the chest folds. And then stay in that space. Keep hugging the chest towards your thighs. Space between your ears and your shoulders. You got it. Relax your eyebrows. I can't see them, but relax your eyebrows. You're doing amazing. 1 more breath. Take your time, release your feet one by one. Look forward, look to where you're going to walk your hands and arrive back into down dog. Take a glorious breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Another. Okay, left leg, send it to the sky and look back to it. Check in with what it's doing. What have you done with it? Can you keep your hips square? Can you straighten both of your legs? Can you broaden the sole of your left foot? And then send your right heel down toward the floor, relaxing into your right ankle. Good. Take one more breath in this space. And then hug knee in and step the foot through as you look forward. Wonderful. Back heel to the floor. And we're going to prepare for triangle pose, Trikonasana. Yeah? So you're going to bring your hand onto your ankle and you're going to wait there. You're going to use a block if you prefer. Or if the hand can find the floor, bring the hand to the outside of your front leg. Take the right arm to the hip and then maybe reach it up to the sky. Peel the back of your ribs back. Back, back, back. Yes. And then the back of your skull, moving that back in space. So nice. Such nice adjustments, everyone. Relax your face. And if it feels uncomfortable to look up, don't go there. Yeah, look to where feels better for you. Smooth breath in. And smooth breath out. Start to slowly look to the floor, bending the front knee and arrive in Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. And as you arrive, you straighten your front leg, arch back into reverse triangle, right arm back, left arm rises, open across the front hip. Beautiful. Come back through center, bend the front knee, Warrior 2. If you need to reposition the feet wider, that's okay. And then place the hand down inside of the front foot. Right arm reaches across the chest. Extended side angle pose. You got it. Okay, we're going to try that funky side plank. All right. So right hand to the floor. Take a moment to stabilize. And then thread your left arm underneath your left knee so it sits behind your foot. That's it. So now you've got a little shell for your thigh to rest upon. Keep using the back edge of your back foot. Start to draw the weight into your hand. And maybe you can allow that left foot to become lighter. That's it, Tracy. Take it into your right hand and maybe you can straighten the leg. Oh, that's it, Eileen. Fierce, yogis. You're like, I've never ever experienced this kind of sensation before in my life. Release the foot down. It's insane. Come back to your side angle, but you've done amazing. Side angle pose. Okay, we prepare for half moon. Look to where you're going to place your left hand and step it forward. And then travel your weight forward, right leg rises. Where do you need to be right now? Where do you want to play? Where is there room for you to explore? Yes, beautiful. If you have the foot, take your time to release it. You're going to slowly look down, take both of the hands onto the floor. Take your time to square your hips for me. Keep the right leg extended back behind you. And then you're going to take those sweet little internal rotations and external rotations. You're just going to roll the toes out and then roll the toes in. But the movement always occurs from the hip, never the foot, never the knee. Feel that articulation in your hip. Yeah, so nice. It's so important that we have this ability of proprioception in our practice. Sometimes we can get consumed by the heat, by the challenge. It's important that we stay completely and fully embodied. You got it. Nice. And then make that your last time that you turn out and that you turn in. Okay. And then from here, let's bring our feet together. You're like, oh, thank God. Take the feet wide for me. Let's bend the knees and come to Malasana. Come down to squat.
Toes are turned out slightly here. Yeah, might feel really nice. Hands can come to the heart center. Let the elbows press into your thighs. Now, if you in your body and you have a load of space in your hips and you have a lot of movement in your hip, try and walk your feet so they slowly over time begin to turn forward. Your toes are pointing further forward than more than turning out. Because sometimes what we can end up doing is just exploiting. So if you're a natural, but this isn't like my natural stance, but rather than that being your goal, like how far out can I turn my feet, you want to think about maybe how far forward can I turn my feet, whilst bringing my feet flat, changes your experience. Otherwise, all you're going to end up doing is exploiting that range of motion. And it's so important that we find stability and strength in that area of the body, especially as we grow older, right? Yes. Okay, yogis, let's take a little pause here. So if you want to have a practice with your crow, you can have an opportunity to play with crow into headstand, or child's pose is there for you if you just want to take a pause. Come to the wall if you want. Yeah, amazing, amazing. If you're still working through something, don't rush. But when you feel like you've done what you've needed to do, come to child's pose. Let your breath start to lengthen out here a little bit. Okay. Let's find our down dog. Taking a moment just to explore how you're doing, how your legs are, how your hips are, how you feel. And try not to create stories around that. Try not to, it's hard, right? Just notice with compassion, notice with patience. Taking the weight into the left foot, allow your right leg to sweep up. Full breath in. And then bring the knee to the back of your right elbow and take the foot across towards your left, like you're coming into a floating pigeon. And then send the leg back up to the sky. It's a little tease. So knee to the back of the right wrist, foot is going to journey across to your left, like you're coming into pigeon, but your foot's hovering. And then send the leg back to the sky. This is your last time doing that, and then you're going to come into pigeon, but hold it there for me if you can.
Press into the hands around your back. For 3. You got it. 2. And then 1, bring the foot down, bring the knee down. Walk your left foot and knee back away from you. Deep breath in, let the chest lift. And then begin to walk into your hands. Option, come into your fold, take another variation of pigeon, or thread your left arm to the right and come into the twist. Your right arm can reach up and behind you. And if you're going to go there, reach your right hand behind your back towards your left hip. And you may or may not find a foot there on the floor. It's your front foot. Your back leg stays straight, your back leg stays on the floor. But as you take your right arm behind you, you might just find like, oh, there's my foot. And if you can't find it, you know that it's there. So it's all good. You can just let it go because you know it's there anyway. If you're twisting and you're binding, take your time to unravel that. Come back to hands, lift the chest up, we'll all come here and meet together. Deep breath in. On your exhale, sit over to your right and bring your back leg all the way forward and across. And we'll come into fire log, where we cross the the left foot on top of the right knee. Now, this is not for everyone. I find this such a challenge in my body. So it may or may not, but this is what it looks like in my body, right? And if you're like, it's just not working out for you, bring the foot onto the floor rather than onto your knee, and then walk the feet away from each other. We've done this a heap of times, right? Or you're going to try and take the ankle onto the knee. Do you have a block handy? If you don't, and the answer is no, don't worry about it. But if you have something that you can grab, even if it's your water bottle or an object or something, take it into your hands and reach that above your head. If you don't worry about it, just do it with your hands. Yeah. And then reach forward, as far forward as you can. Keep reaching, keep reaching, keep reaching. And then place that object as far away from you as you can. Oh, and bow into it. If you don't have anything in your hands, just bring your hands onto the floor as far away from you as you can. Yes. 2, just 2 more breaths. 1, well done. Slowly walk up, walk your hands up, walk your hands behind you. Now, can you keep your left foot on top of your right knee, but you're going to place your right knee on the floor, just like that. That's it, just like that. It's like magic. Begin to walk your hands forward so that you're decreasing the distance between your left leg and your chest. Say hello to your thigh. Breathe, the yogis, breathe. Okay, got a twist here. Your left arm up. Maybe the left elbow to the sole of your foot. Do your best. I know that you are, and I know that you will, and I know that that will be enough. Start to slowly unravel any twist you have here, yogis. Well done, well done. Okay, and then take the right foot to the floor, the left ankle to the floor. Make your way back into down dog. If you want to travel through something, such as a rounded vinyasana, you could. Otherwise, you can just step back to down dog. Okay. From our down dog, we explore this last round before we start to slow things down a little bit. Okay, so taking the left leg high on the inhale, and then floating pigeon on the exhale. Move forward, like you're gonna bring your leg down, but you don't do it. That's it, and then send it back to the sky. Breathe in and breathe out, bring it forward. How much, turning out one more time, can you acquire in your leg without using any force, without using the ground? How much movement can you do just on your own? How much movement can you turn out? It's hard, right? And then go ahead and place it down. And then when you have the floor to push against, it just changes. It changes everything, doesn't it? Okay. You're going to come directly forward, or you're going to take your right arm under your left. Bring your right arm down, the side of your face down. And then maybe the little twist where your left hand comes around the back of your body towards your right side, your right waist, and maybe your foot's there. Okay, start to unbind, unravel. We'll join back together with hands on the floor and the chest lifted. Sitting over to the left and bring the back leg all the way forward and across. Sitting the ankle over the left knee if you can. Doing your fire log. So if you don't have anything to hold, just use your hands, right? Reach your arms up. And then reach your arms forward, as far forward as you can. Keep reaching, keep reaching, keep reaching. And then place the hands down on the floor. Oh, draw the head down and relax. And your body might be grasping and gripping right now, but try and remind yourself that you're okay. Breathe into it, and your body will relax into it. But you gotta trust. You gotta trust yourself. We're nearly there. Okay, start to walk the hands back up. Walk them behind you. And then your left foot's gonna find the floor. The right ankle, hopefully will stay sitting with your thigh. And maybe the chest can move forward. Okay, weight into the left hand that's behind you and send your right arm up. And then maybe we can take the elbow to the sole of the right foot and then use that to twist. One more breath. Okay, slowly unravel, yogis. Lean forward so the foot can come down and cross. Say hello. Take the legs forward, give them a shimmy. And we'll come to lie down. Come to lie down, give the knees a hug. If it feels good to take happy baby, you can take a hold of your feet. You can sway from side to side, perhaps. We have options here. We have options. Bringing the feet together, release a hold of them, let your arms relax. Take the feet onto the ground and take a pause. Some of you have done some inversions already in your practice today. Some of you may wish not to go there. But the offering is for shoulder stand. Yeah, to lift the legs up, to lift the hips. And rest on the shoulders, support the back. You can take legs up wall if you prefer, or you can stay in Shavasana.
this beautiful offering to your body, to your nervous system, to your heart, to your brain. Keep your eyes on your feet, looking at your toes, and perhaps a moment of gratitude towards your incredible body. Every step that it's taken for you, every place it's taken you, every journey, every decision that you've made. If you wish to find plow pose here, you can take the feet back, taking a few breaths to explore. When you feel ready, taking your time to do so, you can release, bringing the knees to the chest, hands to lower back, and rolling back down. Take a minute or so here, yogis, to prepare. And if within that preparation there needs to be movement, then explore that as you need to. Maybe you need to grab a blanket or turn the light out. Or you need to change one tiny thing before you can be still. Allow your body to come to rest now. Let yourself be comforted by the knowing that you've done your best. You've done enough. Allow your breath to relax. Relax your jaw. Take your attention down to your lower back and let it sink into the ground. Allowing your hips to melt. Your bones to drop heavier toward your mat. Allow your attention to return once more. Noticing the space around you. Noticing your body, your breath, moving in any way that makes sense. And take your time to unravel, bringing yourself perhaps over to one side. And when ready, come in to join me in a seated position. Placing a hand on you and a hand on the floor next to you. Just knowing that you are always being supported. You are surrounded by love. And always coming back to this place when you feel uncertain, when you feel that the world underneath you is shaking. Come back to this place of love. Let us join together in a chant, taking Om. Take a deep breath in and out. Inhale to chant. Namaste. I bow to you. I bow to your energy and your love and your commitment